This fellow knows her password and try to log in and access her account and do all this nonsense stuff in her account. Okay, on analyzing, I found that red color IP address are all mobile address which he used to do using his mobile phone behind the bar. Yes, as per the law, it is an offense to enter into others' account and I need to know transmitting obscene information. Transmit obscene information, that is minimum 7 years of imprisonment. So use your Facebook to give like, use your Facebook to give good wishes or share good information. Never use your Facebook account for harassing others or doing some kind of nonsense. This will land you behind the bars. So with these words, I wind up my session. If you have any questions or doubt, you can ask. Please ask. IP address. They have a log. In this particular time, who is the person, who is the user, who has got this particular IP address. Once you request this detail from the ISP, they will give all the information in detail. You have to just correlate the IP address to the particular offense. That's all. You will get clear information on that. Okay? So many cases we can easily solve using this IP address. If you just analyze, you will easily prove that who is the offender and who is the particular person who is using the IP address. Any other question? Yes. SNOOP. JPEG SNOOP. Snoop. JPEG Snoop. Right, please. EG JPEG JPEG no JPEG Snoop. Yes. Cyber Ghost. Yes. Your IP. Okay. It is little bit difficult. Okay. So I want to know what way you spoke. If I know there is some more information available. First stage is IP address. Second stage will go a little further. There we can find. Okay. We will have a tool, registers and all those things available there. System. We analyze that. We can easily find the person is using the spoofing tool, and this is the original IP, and this is the spoofed IP he has given. I can get it. Yes, backbench. Cyber terrorism. Yeah, if you create any massive destruction in the sense the power grid goes for 3 days or the nuclear power plant malfunctions, those things are all cyber terrorism. Cyber forensics is nothing but gathering evidence on the attack. If some attack has happened, when you try to cut the digital evidence from this particular offense, that is cyber forensics. Yes, please. Adobe, okay. It's Adobe instance can just
Adobe headquarters, there was some leaks and some huge amount of data had been stolen.
yes, gone to the case, but you want to know data theft?
All the data.
Yes.
So Adobe is getting some compensation from the security provider.
Yes. Yes, it's possible. If you don't follow the methodology or procedure of security, then you have to face these consequences. Okay, and information with the cyber forensics will come into picture. They will try to find the traces, how they entered, how they got control of this particular account. Okay, and which entry point he entered, who is the offender, who is hand in glove with this particular offense. We can find in that particular way. Yes, please. Yeah. Why do they use that tool? Certain tools, certain things you cannot change. Say for example, your network protocol, you cannot change the protocol. You have to use the protocol. Okay? It's a standard. Once you use a standard, there will be some places where these small evidence will stick to it. So we, the cyber forensics, can go and analyze the small evidences, give a picture to it, and find the culprit. If you are so clever, if you are so good, and you are having a criminal mindset, you will try to use and hide those information and try to find it. That will be challenging for us. Still, there is a possibility that we can steal, we can catch him. There is a thing called no crime is a perfect crime. Okay, there is no perfect crime. One or the other way they used to miss. So we used to catch those things. Please. Yeah, I just show you a small demo. It is possible that they have their own tool, their own way of encryption. We will analyze those images by using some tools. There is a standard, I told you, there is a standard how the image must be. If there is some alteration in the image, the hash value and the hexa value and all different, then we will give us throw a assumption, we will go analyze little further. And we can crack the case and we can get the evidence from the particular image. Yes, it will take time. The first case what I discussed here, about 8.5 months it took for them to get the image out from the particular hidden image out from the particular image. Yes. Yeah, TrueCrypt, yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's quite difficult. Yeah. That's what it is. When there is something called encryption happened, it is quite difficult. I cannot say it's not possible. It's quite difficult. It will take more time, but we can crack it one or the other thing. Correct. Yeah. I totally agree with that, because the way we are encrypting the standard, the algorithm, what we are using, it's so tough. Once it is logged, it is very difficult. In my chart, I have showed you failure. What is the failure? People, the ISPs, they are supposed to decrypt certain information. If they don't follow certain methods, they are liable. So 1 lakh rupees and 1 year imprisonment is there. Okay, so still it's yes.
So that everyone knows about this software.
Yes. Yeah, it is there, but you want security. People say that. Correct. I can also say that with Facebook, most of the crime happens because of the Facebook and other social networking sites. Can you stop those things? Can you stop? Same way, once you have those things in your hand, you cannot stop. So once it's out, that's all.
For starters like us, what would be your advice?
For
starters, for beginners like us,
yes.
What would be your advice?
What would be
your advice?
Advice, yeah. Please follow. So if you want to become a professional.
Sorry, those who are interested.
Yes, you can take some courses on cyber forensics. We have short-term courses. We have full-time courses, and you can take those courses and you can upgrade your knowledge on cyber forensics. Okay? As a knowledge partner, we have a lot of courses with us. Any other question? Decrypting any information, it is possible, but it will take more time. So the time plays a vital role there. So you have to wait. After a few days, you can easily crack. There are a lot of tools called brute force. Those brute force tools are available, but it will take more. They go for more options. Once they use it, you can easily crack. You can rainbow table, but yeah, that's what. Brute force is a scientific way of attack. Rainbow table is a secondary one. So brute force is the final and the scientific way of using cracking the particular encryptor. Fine. Yes, please. Okay.
That report, there was a detailed server and they encrypted and decrypted each and every signal.
Okay.
So they traced every each and call.
Okay.
When they tried to Supreme Court, they ordered from Vodafone and all every other ISP network, but they kept quiet. Why?
Who kept quiet?
That ISP providers and all, yeah, it's vulnerable in India. We can't upgrade that kind of because of it. What would you comment about that?
My comment is that one, the amount how much they have invested is huge in their business. So they could not incur a big loss for a small thing. Yes, they say that no, one or the other way. What is happened. In future, they will try to put the security more. So based on the commitment, they have been allowed. Hereafter, we will follow all the security principles or policies correctly. So maybe we'll give a chance. That's the reason the Supreme Court allowed them. Okay? Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Varshu. It was a real wonderful session. Rather than saying it's a wonderful session, I think we all have the feeling of watching a crime investigation movie. So nice. I think my boys and girls here, I think first time they're enjoying an afternoon class without the feel of the nap or a sleep, right? So thank you so much. It was really very lively session. So I hope you guys will stay and must see IT students. Thank you, Ashok. Thank you so much.